Major Mohommed Ali Shah, I'd like a response from you. Will this now help settle the matter or further lead to communal tensions?
Megha, firstly, we got to decide whether we want to live in the past or we want to move ahead in future. I've got a wound, for example. I've got a hurt. I want the hurt to heal. I go to the hospital, get bandages put. And now as I'm recovering, maybe after a week or so, I once again take up the bandage and start scratching that wound and digging old graves. Whatever happened in history, I mean, it's unfortunate. Whatever one can say. Whatever one can say. If something wrong happened to anyone, yes, I mean, really apologize if anyone's sentiments were hurt, irrespective of the community, irrespective of the class, irrespective of anything. One can just say that. But when people were coexisting in peace and harmony, and they were all together, they were living together, and all these years there was no tension, there was no friction, there was no problem with that. Suddenly we are going back and digging in history, irrespective. I'm not a historian.
I'll quickly come back to Major Mohommed Ali Shah, and like I said, this could continue for all these places where there may have been temples that may have been destroyed and there are other structures that may have been built. How is there going to be a peaceful reconciliation and resolution and consensus in the matter without flaring communal tensions?
Whenever the court ruling comes, firstly it should not be seen as a cricket match. So-and-so won and so-and-so lost. And there should not be any teasing that, oh, you lost, you won. No. And it should be honor. And I anticipate there would be protests thereafter because some people are adamant, yes, okay, but then there should be peaceful protests. That is the fundamental right. It should not turn violent. There should not be any arson, and they should maintain law and order. It should not really go out of control. Secondly. Thirdly, they should respect the judgment. When they respect the judgment, means not just judgment, but respect each other's community. Live in communal harmony. What you asked was a very pertinent, very good question. And through this question, the whole nation should actually listen to this, that irrespective, I reinstate that, whatever judgment comes, like already right now, the judgment has come that the commissioner would not be removed. The judge would remain the same, who was claimed to be biased or taking sides. Well, I would not call it any victory to any side or on a non-victory. No, it's still very premature. The judgment hasn't come. Let's not jump to any conclusions further. It is okay. If the ruling has come that the commissioner would not be removed, fine, let's go ahead further. Secondly, I would also like to advise that about the survey of the mosque. Well, it will only clear the air. It
will clear the air. Major Mohommed Ali Shah, you've heard it from Ravi Bhatt as well. We sort of understand our history and where these voices, where these opinions and where these demands and pleas are coming forth from. But do you also feel, is there any politicization that is also happening in wake of the events that are taking place, whether it be the Gyan Vapi verdict that has come out, whether it is the Taj Mahal petition that has yet again been filed, I don't know, for the nth time perhaps, or for that matter, a number of these issues, or for that matter, there was a Hanuman Chalisa that was being recited at the Qutub Minar yesterday.
Megha, I believe anything communal, anything that creates a discord in the communities is definitely political. Without political interference, there cannot be any communal tensions, in fact. And we do not need that. But we see birds, we see animals, we see plants, they do not have a religion. And we see them, I mean, they do not, the animals are better that way, in a way, I would say. They do not fight, they do not lynch, they do not kill each other, they do not, irrespective of the community, they do not believe in casteism. And, I mean, we are supposed to be moving forward and not backward. Yes, I mean, I heard on your channel, Maharaji saying that unko haath jod ke क्षमा मांगनी चाहिए. And for what? क्षमा मांगनी, like, मैं क्षमा मांग लूंगा, there's nothing but for what? What have I done? What have our community done? I mean, what? I mean, that is I mean, it is being rather unreasonable sometimes. So most certainly the answer to your question, whether it's politicized, I believe anything communal is definitely politicized. Definitely, Megha.
Okay.
See, my friend Mohommed Ali Shah is a noble soul and he's a good friend of mine. So it's not about Major Mohommed Ali Shah, who is a veteran and a patriot. No doubts about that. Present day Muslim, like forward-looking Muslim, like my friend Major Saab, what has he got to do with Aurangzeb and what has he got to do with his legacy? Nothing, absolutely nothing. He has nothing got to do with Aurangzeb.